manufacturing industry. Wanted to get your perspective on how the industry will shape up. It's gone through a very difficult time the last 1 year. And if you could just give us a perspective also as we talk about how rubber prices influence the industry and so on and so forth. So I'd like to open the discussion by asking Aarti, the privilege that she's the only woman here, that somewhere in your mission statement I've read this, that you're committed to building winning teams. And you say in Yamaha that your employees are your most valuable asset. And we intend to develop them to achieve international levels of professionalism with very progressive career development. I think it's a part of your mission statement. So how far have you gotten in that journey here in India? What are the plans? If you can tell us something about that.
We started this journey almost 2 years back, or maybe 2.5 years back. When we have really started, the company changed the strategy for total business, not only HR, the marketing, the HR, the plant, everything we had changed. So at that time we made a mission that we would like to make our all people, those are going to be asset as a global human resources, not as a person state for Japanese counterparts are there. And their expectations are totally different what we are doing as an Indian company. So once we are working with any expatriate outside the country, we can feel that what are lacking or what are the gaps within this. So because Yamaha is coming up from the ESCOS, if you see we are based in the ESCOS, 10 years back we come from ESCOS to Yamaha ESCOS and Yamaha ESCOS. So there were many legacy issues over there, and we were finding problem quality of manpower and other issues which is not giving better, because after RX100, if many people maybe tried to already have RX100, our market share was not growing. So keeping in all things in mind, almost 2.5 years back, total business was revamped. We took a lots of decisions also for that. At the same time, we made a total human resource management change. Whatever we were following, we changed everything, whether it's a grading, whether it's a performance appraisal, whether it's the compensation, whether it's the training and development of the people. So if I say 2.5 years back, we were at a stage where 90% we were lacking. So right now, if we achieved almost 60%, like I cannot say 90% was gap. So maybe 30% gap we have already fulfilled in 2.5 years. But it's not, because culture changes cannot happen in a day. So it takes time always. So in this year, at least we have created that work culture where people want to stay. The manpower turnover, 2.5 years, it was 22%. But as on date, we are having a 6%, which is in marketing and sales also. Whereas marketing sales always go 15%, 20% marketing. But as far as manufacturing is concerned, we are having almost 3-4% turnover last year. And this year maybe much lesser than that. Because there are many reasons also. At the same time, the market recession is there, job opportunities are less. But your question, yes, we achieved almost 30% plus at this moment. But there is a long way to go.
Amandeep, I wanted to ask you, a lot of people confuse Dalmia, the group that you work with, Bharat Cement, as the Dalmia Consumer Products Company and the legacy, that the fact that this was at some point in time a joint, the families were joint, but today they're separate. If you can just tell us a little bit about the organization and also about how you have changed the game in terms of talent acquisition in the cement industry. You're one of the few companies that has been very, very innovative in terms of hiring from outside the cement industry for a lot of positions. We work extensively in cement and we don't see other cement companies doing this. We keep trying to push it down their throat, but they don't seem to understand. So how you changed the game and how has it worked out for you? What are the plans for the future?
Sure. Thanks, Shailja. Yes, that's right. Most of the time when I tell somebody that I work for Dalmia, people relate to us as the consumer table, Sanjay Dalmia Group of companies. Historically, this company was started in 1939 by a set of 3 family members, R.K. Dalmia, Jayadel Dalmia, and R.K.'s son-in-law, Sahu Jain, the Bengal group. So at the time of independence, they split. And Jayadal Dalmia group is where I work, and Sanjay is part of the same family. So the next generation was 7 brothers. They separated in 1975 or so, and Sanjay Dalmia went out to set up a separate entity for himself, which is Gujarat Heavy Chemicals Limited. So that's a separate group, no cross holdings or nothing. This family has run very good family governance within the family. So whenever the separation happens, it happens without a fight. And that's one of the very rare family. Excellent family ethics in the sense that, for example, today the group is headed by Puneet Dalmia, who's 35, 36 years of age, IIT Delhi, and I am Bangalore product gold medalist. So he took charge of the company in 2003. It was a soft launch for him, I would say. He started looking after the sales and marketing, and he started influencing the strategic decisions, not taking the strategic decisions, with the elder generation still at the helm. And he started taking big decisions. And in 2004, 2005, he called the then top management and asked them, at that time the group was $100 million US dollar group. And he said, what should be our target in 2010? Somebody said, 200 million, somebody said, whatever, He said, 2010, we will be $1 billion company. Nobody believed him. New kid on the block, 30 years age, IIT, and so what, what your forefathers couldn't do in 2 generations, you won't do it in 5 years, are you crazy? So people asked him questions that how will this happen? He had no answers. From where will this turnover come? Cement, sugar? I don't know. The only answer I have a question for is that this will happen. So that kind of big, hairy, audacious goal he set himself and put 100% plus conviction behind that. And I'm happy to share that this year, last quarter, we will be running at a run rate to make it $1 billion. And the turnover figure which you had was actually for the cement business of last year.
Yes.
So the journey has been very exciting for me personally for the last 3.5, 4 years rather. When I joined this company, it was again 600 crore company, and when I met Puneet, he asked me that, what do you think will be the success criteria of HR? I said 2 years from now, I guarantee you people capability. He said, what does that mean? I said, there's a difference between providing people capability and granting people capability. So I'll guarantee you people capability within 2 years' time. That means any business you want to initiate, you won't suffer on account of non-availability of talent.